Have you ever seen those Zoom backgrounds that look really super professional? And it makes it look like someone's in a really professional office. The background's very nice. There's a lovely wall behind them and there's a logo. Well, I got to thinking, what if I could do that in ChatGPT? Why should I have to use Photoshop to manipulate these images to make them into something fantastic? Because quite frankly, I just don't have the skills to use Photoshop to that level. As my business is all about optimizing people's marketing and accelerating their businesses, I thought, well, this is a great way to accelerate the professional look of your business. So let's have a look at how we can do that using ChatGPT. And if you need any help doing this, please reach out to me at ploppyclicks.com.au. So first of all, we are using our standard ChatGPT, obviously paid version, and we've got create an image. In this case, what I want to do is I want to take an image of a wall like this. I'm going to drag it in here. And if I just wait for that to upload, when I click on it, you'll see it's a blank wall. So it's the sort of thing you would see in a home office. And I want to put my business logo on that wall. And so my business logo is here. Now I've given the transparent background version, obviously, because I don't want a white chunk around it, but it might work without that. I haven't really tried. And then I want to use a prompt to do that. So I'm going to copy and paste that prompt in here. And it says, recreate the first image in 16:9 format. Now I did that because I want it to be wide, because it's going to be a Zoom background. So it's going to be sitting behind me in Zoom as if I'm in an office, with the logo in the second image on the wall. Ensure the logo is to the right side of the wall set off center, because I don't want it to be in the center. If we look here, if I put it in the center, that might not be right. I want it to be kind of towards this side. And depending on what image of what wall I'm using, this I find works quite well. So you could say to center it, in which case it would be dead centered. In this case, I want it off a little bit to the side so it's more central with the image. So we set that going, and away it goes to work. Now, one of the things you'll find with this is it actually works quite efficiently. It's a pretty cool trick, and you can pretty well put any logo on any wall. And one of the key things I did find, Bud, is if there's already a logo on the wall, then it will not remove that logo and put your logo on it. It'll come up with an error about that. So what I recommend is drop it into Canva, do a remove and replace background, and then export that image and then use it over here. So Canva is a really good tool, of course, and it does have AI built into it. So you can use the AI in the Canva to remove any logo that's already on an existing wall. Obviously, this is best used if you take photos of your office or if you're using stock photos like I am here. There's plenty of these sort of stock photos that can be found online, both in Canva's collection, if you've got Canva Pro, or at Unsplash or any one of the other tools where you can buy your own stock images if you want to. So our image is starting to load now, and we can already see a bit of the logo showing, and we'll just give this a couple of seconds. And there we have it, the whole image. So let's click on that. And now you can see that's crisp and clean as. It really does look like a 3D logo sitting on a wall. And that's one of the things I loved about this. I thought it was so beautiful. In fact, you could take pretty well any image and put your logo on the wall. So let's try this again. We'll take an image of a wall like this one, and we'll grab our logo again. Having these in a folder on your desktop makes life a lot easier. And I'm going to copy and paste my here, and away we go. So I must have muched that button up a little bit, but that's all right. So you'll see this image this time. Nice wall, dark, view of the city line behind it. Really looks super, super professional. Makes it look like you're spending a fortune on your home office, or your office full stop, or that you live in a really lovely apartment in upper somewhere. And it starts to work away at this. Okay, so we've got our logo and it's looking awesome. We've got the lighting up the top here. You can even see it's a little bit brighter on there. And I got to say, it really stands out well on the dark background. That's pretty impressive. I mean, let's go back and have a look at the original. There's our original, bit of light showing on there. And then here's our latest one. So that is a fantastic result. But what if you want something a little bit simpler? So let's go over here and grab this one, which is just a plain brick wall and our logo. So if we look at this, you'll see it's just a plain brick wall. Now it is outdoors, but again, a lot of people use these sort of backgrounds when they're doing Zoom. And of course, possible to do anything you want to do. So this time all I did was change it and just say to ensure the logo is keeping the perspective of image 1. So in this case, I want the perspective to be right depending on which shot I put in. So I've let it think for itself in this case. But pretty plain brick wall, and you'll get the appearance of it. And look, there you go, it's done. And they've said, look, let me know if you want the logo adjusted in size, color, or shadow effect on the wall. So if you think you want some more shadow, you can do that. You can see it's probably sitting a little low realistically. It's in the center of the image. You probably want to move it up here. So yeah, we could redo that, but I'm not going to bother for now. What I thought I'd do for my last one is I thought I would use a real sort of typical business sort of office background. So there we go. It's a desk with a lamp. Pretty simple home office, isn't it? And we are going to do that again using the same prompt and let it go and create this. And there we go. We have our finished image and it looks awesome. So it's really nice and clear. Looks like it's actually sitting above that person's desk, and it will make a nice background for your Zoom calls or whatever video conferencing you're doing. You'll find you can use this in a multitude of ways. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe, as I want to help as many people as I can optimize and accelerate their businesses with AI. I'll see you in the next video.